What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and yes, we are finally going to be talking about this movie. Probably one of my favorite movies that I never thought I'd be reviewing, and I'm surprised I never got to review this movie. But today we're going to be talking about Disney Pixar's Monsters Inc. Now, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I love this movie. It's a very fun movie, and I remember watching this. I believe it came out when it came out in theaters. I watched this. I'm trying to remember if I watched it in theaters or VHS for the first time. And what really got me is John Goodman, who plays Sully, who is one of the main characters in this movie. So the entire basis of this movie, you guys have never watched Monsters Inc., which I'm assuming a lot of you guys have. It came out in 2001. So 2001, 2002 was a good year for movies. I will definitely say that. I think 2001 was just a very good year for Disney. And I remember when this came out, and I remember seeing this for the first time. I was like, oh my god, man, I'm going to love this movie. It's so funny. Because the entire premise is you have these two main characters. You got Billy Crystal playing Mike Wazowski. You got um, John Goodman playing as James P. Sullivan, aka Sully. And what they work at a company called Monsters Inc. And what happens is you have these civilized monsters, all these different monsters in this alternate world. And you got a lot of different ones that they go into the human world to scare kids to get the energy to work in their world. Now, Mike and Sully, they come across a human girl who got into the world of monsters, which they name Boo, and she causes chaos in their world because everyone has this thing, oh, if a child touches you, you're going to get infected, you'll die, you'll do this and that. And one of their arch nemesis, who is Randall, who's played by Steve Bumsky, he does such a great job, this character, making you really hate him, but some of the comments are pretty funny. And he's the one that it was accidentally left on the floor for his door. So the entirety of this movie is trying to hide Boo and also trying to protect her so that way that they can bring her back into her door, her world, and then also at the same time be able to still have their jobs and also still be, I would say, not in quarantine for my child. Now, while this is going on, their job's in chaos, their home's in chaos, and things just start going over and over like, okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Mike, he gets so crazy of like, what do I do? What do I do? And then trying to handle a girlfriend, trying to handle his best friend, and things of that nature. And I think one of my favorite moments in this is when they're trying not to have her touch anything. And he's trying to spray everything, and then he accidentally sprays his eye after she spits on him. And then Sully, he even figures out that Randall is her monster. There are certain monsters that are assigned to certain doors to scare kids. And Randall was Boo's monster. And Boo gets attached really quick to Sully because, I guess, of his big, furry good nature. And he doesn't do anything to scare her or whatever. He actually becomes very protective over her. And what happens is there's one moment in the movie where it gets shown that there is a human girl and their boss figures it out. And Sully accidentally scares her and then realizes, what am I doing? This is wrong. And he just sees how terrified she is of him. And then by the end of that, you see where the boss actually comes up with an idea to get rid of them to assign himself with Randall to go ahead and put Boo back in there so he can cover everything up. But between Sully and Mike, they have to go on this rescue mission to not only rescue Boo, but also at the same time be able to save the company and everyone else from their boss and from Randall. And I would say it's really good because there's a lot of moments in here that makes me laugh, especially when Mike's trying to talk to I can't remember the slug woman's name, but she's like saying this office is now closed, and just slams the door on his hands. He's like, or the whole Jennifer Tilly playing his like a Medusa type of girlfriend, and she's like, Michael Wazowski. They all do such a great job at these characters, yelling, and just the way they were portraying them, how high they got their voices, and everything of that nature. So I really did enjoy this movie. It was very funny, and by the end of it, you see where Sully and Boo get reunited. Boo stands up to Randall, which is absolutely hilarious because she goes up on him, grabs a bat, and just starts banging the heck out of his head. And he just starts changing to different colors because, again, he's able to camouflage himself into any type of surrounding area. Now, by the end of this, they take him somewhere, and then the boss gets arrested, and then Sully and Mike have to send Boo home. And it's a very touching moment at the very end of the film where Sully's having to say goodbye to Boo because Boo's become almost like a surrogate daughter to him. And when he finally leaves and she opens up the door to her closet, she realizes he's gone. And then by the end of this, it's like, okay, what do I do? And it's kind of weird because the series they had was when they were trying to find a way to bring Boo back, and that way he could see her, because Sully somehow became the new boss, and so did Mike. And at the very end, yeah, the door was destroyed, and Mike took a lot of time to go ahead and finally repair it so it could be active, so Mike could go see, or Sully could go see Boo one last time or however many other times he wanted, because they came up with another idea to get energy sources in their world by not scaring the kids, but by making them laugh. It would do the same thing. So they came up with something better rather than something that they were doing for so long. And I thought that was a cool ending. I thought that that was a very sweet ending. I thought it was a very kind of twist of fate, I guess you'd say, to where they were able to go from one idea to another idea, which was better not only for them but also for the company and their world. Rather than going on the scare tactic, they went on the laugh tactic, and it did work. And that's what they were trying to do in the series that was on for a period of time. But I really enjoy Monsters Inc. I think it's a great movie. It's got a lot of great one-liners. It's got great casting, great acting, great animation. And this is, I think, when Disney was really getting to their peak at their peak. So that's just my full opinion on Monsters Inc. But do you guys, I mean, is it a good movie out of your opinion? Is it a bad movie? Is it something you'd like to go back to and watch with your kids, your spouse, whoever? Me personally, I always like to watch it either on my own or different clips, or even with my fiance, or even, when I have children, I'm definitely going to have them watch it because I want them to watch good movies and funny movies of animation. So, but let me know what you guys think about Monsters Inc. down in the comments down below. Did you guys enjoy it? Was it good, bad, whatever? What was your personal thoughts about it? Please let me know down in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always once again on the next one.